Hello, welcome to another INFJ ramble. I'm going to touch on something that I visited the other night with some feelings I was feeling. Okay, so it is a fact that INFJs don't have many friends. It is also a fact that we may not need the friends, but we definitely have always wanted them. And I think I have invested myself completely in two or three people. And they ended up leaving. They ended up leaving. They ended up pushing me out of their lives. And if I were to be really, really real, I almost don't really want to invest that much of myself into anyone anymore, just because it is very painful and very heart-wrenching when you invest that much of yourself in anyone and you get just kind of like dropped off the ledge. You know what I mean? And I've come to the conclusion that even if I find someone that I thoroughly enjoy, I do have some resistance to investing myself completely into them or into any type of relationship. And I guess if you look at life, it's so impermanent. It's such a fleeting moment. And I've been there, I've done that, and it's like, okay, did I learn the lesson, or am I going to keep like repeating the lesson until I finally freaking get it? I think I learned that, yeah, like the most important investment that you could ever have is in yourself. And then it's really hard. It's really hard to like grasp, and it's really hard to apply this methodology of investing in yourself, because we've been programmed otherwise. But if you really think about it, nothing lasts. People, places, things, events, circumstances, they're all just kind of fleeting moments. And in the largest schematic of things, if you think about the universe and creation in general, like relationships are basically like a blink of an eye. Get it? You know what I mean? So like to invest so much emotional, mental, physical, spiritual energy into anyone, I just feel like is, I don't know, isn't a worthwhile investment. I think it's all about investing in myself and then just kind of enjoying people that kind of meander in and out of my experience and just leaving it at that. Yeah, like I said, I found people that I could connect with on a really deep level, and obviously you get excited, right, when you come across people like this, because it's just like you don't come across them often. And then I think because of that chemical reaction that occurs within your body, it creates like this feeling of not neediness, but you crave the interaction again because of the feeling that it generates, and because of like these thoughts that kind of like, or these like aspects of you that were, how do I say? When you meet someone who like evokes or touches areas in you that that were never touched before, you have a tendency to probably want it more. And it's kind of an addiction. Even like cravings. You ever thought about it when you crave something? All it is chemical reactions in your body that is firing in certain parts of your brain, which in turn create thoughts, which in turn create feelings, and it's just a chemical reaction, you know, and a passing one at that, if you were to really look at it and observe it without like indulging in it, if you just kind of watch it and you see how it plays out, you could actually just kind of let it play out and fizzle out, and then, just not be so attached or affected by anything really, Anyway, easier said than done. I'm still working on it. But yeah, I feel like even though seriously, I don't really think I need anyone. I want someone. I want someone's people, my tribe, to enter my experience and to have more like interactions and interplay like that. However, knowing that even if I were to have these people appear, it doesn't last forever, it's just so heart-wrenching. I might have mentioned in another video, I might have, I don't know. I repeat myself a lot because I constantly revisit the same freaking topics just so that I can try to dissect it and see it from a different angle. But so we are currently on a plane of existence where everything deteriorates, right? So I was having this really interesting conversation with my friend. I don't know what this person is to me. I don't know. Anyhow, we're talking about this current plane of existence is where, deterioration occurs, and there's probably higher planes or realms of existence where, things don't deteriorate as quickly. And, yeah, and I think we probably chose to incarnate into this current time, place, and space in order to understand deterioration and understand why or how to let things go, because nothing really lasts here on this earth plane. From the money you make, to the house that you buy, to the car that you drive, to this vehicle you're currently residing in, nothing lasts. Friendships, lovers, circumstances, experiences, it's all just kind of like moving. You know what I mean? It's like being created and then just kind of being whatever that motion meant. I think you got it. But if you didn't, then I'm sorry, I can't explain it to you. Yeah, so we are currently experiencing deterioration from many angles, and it's, like I said, it's just teaching us how to let go and teaching us the aspect of creation that is really impermanent. Anyhow, this is running long. I guess my whole point is we don't really need anyone because we're so independent and self-sufficient, but we definitely want connections, but then at the same time, I don't really want the connection. I want it, but I don't want it just because I don't feel like it's a worthwhile investment, especially if it's just going to fall apart, Anyhow, if you learned something, cool. If you didn't, cool. Blessings to one and all. Amen.